we will discuss a special property of our body that is called immunity. We know that many type of pathogens and foreign particles affect us. So the overall ability of the host to fight the disease causing organisms conferred by the immune system is called immunity. Immunity provides us a shield against foreign particles, which are especially called antigens. Immunity is of two types: innate immunity and acquired immunity. Innate immunity is present since birth, while acquired immunity we develop after the birth when we came in the contact with antigens. There are some property of innate immunity. First of all, it is present at the time of birth. It is non-specific to the microorganisms or pathogens, and it do not have any memory. It has four types of barriers: physical barrier, physiological barrier, cellular barrier, and cytokine barrier. The physical barrier includes skin and mucous layer of respiratory, gastrointestinal, and urinogenital tract, which stop the entry of microorganisms into the body. Physiological barrier include acids in the stomach, saliva in the mouth, and tears from the eyes, which has the lysozyme. Cellular barrier includes different types of WBCs leukocytes like polymorphonuclear leukocytes, PMNL neutrophil, monocytes, natural killer cells, and as well as macrophages, which takes part in the phagocytosis of microorganisms and they kill the microorganism. Cytokine barrier includes interferon, which are secreted from the virus infected cells, and they protect the non-infected cells from the viral infections. Acquired immunity develops after the contact with antigen, and it involves B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes, that is special types of leukocytes or white blood cells. B denotes the bone marrow and T means thymocyte, where they develop. The primary response when we come in contact with first time with the antigen is very slow, and due to the memory property, the second response is very fast. Antibody are always specific to a special type of pathogen or antigen. So, innate immunity already present, and it can differentiate between self and non-self. Lag phase is absent. Response is immediate in innate immunity, while in adaptive immunity, response is late due to presence of lag phase. Innate immunity is non-specific, while adaptive immunity is specific. Innate immunity do not have any type of diversity or very limited type of diversity against different types of antigen, while in adaptive immunity there is a wide diversity in the type of antibodies. In innate immunity there is no memory, while in adaptive immunity there is memory. When we see about the humoral immunity, which is due to the presence of antibody in the blood, we see that B lymphocyte forms the antibodies. Antibodies are called immunoglobulins. The structure has two heavy chains, these one of 440 amino acid and two light chains of 220 amino acid. So structure is called H2 and L2, means two heavy chains and two light chains which are joined together by disulfide bridge, and it has two antigen binding sites on the N terminal. Antibodies are four types according to the NCERT, and in the higher classes you will study about the five classes of antibodies: IgA, IgM, IgE, IgG. Ig means immunoglobulin, A means alpha, M means mu, E means epsilon, G means gamma. While second type of immunity is the cell-mediated immunity, which is provided by the T lymphocytes, which matures and form in the thymus gland. It especially works in the case of transplantation. The transplanted organ is called the graft, and the cell-mediated immunity is involved in the rejection of these foreign grafts. According to the basis of formation of antibody by self or taken from the another organism, ready-made antibody, and the immunity is of two types, active and passive immunity. In active immunity, we make antibody self. Immunization is the process, the best example of active immunity. But in the case of colostrum present in the milk of the mother during lactation, and the mother protects its fetus from the pathogen during pregnancy in the uterus, both are example of passive immunity, because the fetus, a newly born child do not make its own antibody while it takes it from the mother antibody. Vaccination and immunization. Vaccination is basically based on the property of memory, in which weakened or inactivated virus is inserted in your body to provide primary response, but this virus do not cause disease because it is weakened or inactivated. But in the second response, when real pathogen comes, the second response is very fast, so you can cope with the disease. In the case of snake bite, in the case of tetanus, you are injected with the ready-made antibodies, antitoxins. So these both are the examples of passive immunization. First recombinant DNA technology antibody, RDT antibody, was prepared against hepatitis B. So hepatitis B vaccine is the example of recombinant DNA technology vaccine, a recombinant vaccination with the help of fungus yeast. Allergies. Sometimes you see the symptoms of sneezing, watery eyes, running nose, and difficulty in breathing. It is due to the allergy. Allergy is due to the presence of allergen like pollen, mites, dander, etc. The antibody IgE is involved in this type of response, and our body cells, especially mast cells, secrete two chemicals called histamine and serotonin, which provide response against allergen. So, to reduce the symptoms of allergy, we should intake antihistamine, adrenaline, and steroid drug. Autoimmunity. Sometimes our immune system lose the property to differentiate between self and non-self cells, and they destroy and damage our self cells. The best example of autoimmunity is rheumatoid arthritis. When we see the organs involved in the immune system of our body, which are called lymphoid organs and special tissues, they are classified into primary lymphoid organ and secondary lymphoid organ. In primary lymphoid organ, B and T cells are made and differentiates. But in the secondary lymphoid organ, they make reactions with the antigen. The bone marrow and thymus are primary lymphoid organ because where their B lymphocyte and T lymphocyte are formed and matures, but they kill the antigen in the spleen, lymph node, tonsils, hair patches, and small intestine of an appendix. So these are secondary lymphoid organs. The spleen is the graveyard of RBC, and 50% lymphoid organ of our body includes mucosal associated lymphoid tissue, which is abbreviation is known as MALT, which is present in respiratory, digestive, and urinary tract. Thank you.